we're moving up through the fourth dimensional field. Physically, it means we're getting into these frequencies that are going to really allow us to experience fear, a lot of stuck energy, a lot of dense energy. That's what's happening. When I look out along the or among the collective, I see a lot of fear. Even when it comes to predictions for 2024, I see a lot of fear-based things like we have to do this or dot, 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 things are going to be bad, right? So anytime you experience those types of messages, know that they are coming from a place of fear. When we are navigating this ascension journey, sure, we're moving up through these dimensional fields, and these fields can no longer hold the density. So the density needs to be released, it needs to be alchemized. How do we do that? Well, we bring awareness to it, right? So how do we bring awareness to it? Well, we need to experience it. We need to feel it. So a lot of these messages and things, this doom and gloom stuff we're hearing or seeing out there regarding ascension, that's all part of just the energy of the process navigating a fourth dimensional field. That's how this information is coming forward. It's bringing forward these doom and gloom type of scenarios with all these events that are going to take place, floods and fires and volcanoes and all this kind of stuff that we're hearing about is just purely a manifestation of that dense energy being released. And we're creating a story out of it as we move up through the fourth dimensional field. It's important to take a perspective of awareness to really create the space between these doom and gloom type of scenarios and type of stories and really look at it from an observer perspective and know that it's just stuff, energy. It's energy that's been stuck. Really, that's it, guys. It's that simple. It's coming up and the messages are manifesting and really allowing us to feel fear. Okay, so if you still have a lot of this energy within you, this fear energy that is really causing you to have anxiety and stress regarding what the future looks like, know that your physical body is rising in frequency. It can no longer hold on to it. That's why it's coming up to be felt. That's why you're experiencing it. And there are people out there that are bringing these predictions forward so that you can heal, so that you can experience this fear, this anxiety, this fear of the unknown, the fear that maybe we're not on this ascension path, or maybe we made a mistake and we took a wrong turn and we're going to be in big, big trouble, right? That's all part of the process of this energy just waiting to be alchemized. When we get heart-centered and we're in the presence of our unconditional love, we can fully feel it. We could see clearly that none of that stuff is going to happen the way it's being shown to us. If it feels like fear, it's the density that's coming up to be experienced, to be healed, to be alchemized. If it feels like love, you can embrace that and you can observe all the stories, all the news, whatever it is that you're watching, and take it as just noise. That's all that it is. Remember, a lot of this stuff was repressed. It was beneath the surface. It was unconscious. We weren't aware of it because we were just kind of going along. Everything was cool, right? Day-to-day lives, everything was just kind of rolling along as it should, as we're programmed to do. But we awakened. And when we awakened, the whole planet, the whole solar system, really everything just started rising in frequency. As your body rises in frequency, as your consciousness expands, it's going to reflect in your reality. Your reality is going to be a match to that, right? So rising in frequency, anything that can no longer be sustained within the body, the lower frequency energy, it has to be released. It's got to be let go. So we let go of it. How do we do that? We don't just like poof, let go of it. We have to experience it. We have to feel it. So we're going to see things that are going to trigger this energy, okay? Because everything is shifting. It's an energy. It's a universe of motion. It's all energy. It's constantly moving. So this energy is going to come through and it's going to release, and this density is going to rise up. We're going to feel it, and it's going to feel scary. Maybe we see a video or a story or something about some apocalyptic event that's planned for 2024, right? And it triggers some fear. Did I do something wrong? Did I screw up? Are we screwed? Are we in trouble? galactic wars, all this stuff. Are these fourth dimensional races going to come in and they're going to take everything over, stuff like that, right? So these are the types of stories that start going through your head. No, that is part of the process of moving up through the fourth dimensional field. Okay, I'm going to say that again. That is just part of the process. We are rising in frequency, and in order to rise in frequency, all of the heavy stuff needs to be released. How do we release it? We feel it. So everyone who's writing about or putting content out there about these doom and gloom type of scenarios that might or might not occur in 2024 know that they are playing their role in this process and bringing forward information to help you heal. Now you have a choice. Are you going to buy into that and anchor into some sort of a timeline that you're manufacturing, right? Everything's manifested by us. We're the creator of our reality. Or are you going to reconnect with unconditional love and allow the truth of who you are, your multidimensional light, come through and see all of this stuff as just opportunity to do some deeper healing, to dive in and feel whatever is still weighing you down, any of these fears regarding the uncertainty of what next year is going to look like or what this ascension process is going to look like, right? It's been bumpy up until now, no? And I would expect that bumpiness is going to continue into next year. But know that that is the process. In order to go up, we need to release everything that's been weighing us down, and we release it by experiencing it and by feeling it. So continue to anticipate more healing opportunity coming forward for you, meaning more craziness in the collective. 2024, from my guides telling me, it's going to be an absolutely insane, crazy year. Like, grab your popcorn, sit back, and observe. Okay, because we're heading in uncharted territory now. The planet's risen in frequency. There's still a lot of density tucked away in here, and it is starting to really come up. So you're going to be able to see through a lot of it very clearly, but it's going to look very chaotic, kind of like a nutty, crazy movie, right? To me, that feels very exciting because when things seem stagnant, I don't feel like we're really growing or expanding. So I want to see some craziness. I want to see some nuttiness, right? That's why we're here. We came here to experience this. This is the place to be in the universe right now. Can't have a front row seat to this unless you're here. So you came into this body, you got to take the body with you, right? So you got to do the healing work, which means you got to feel the pain. You got to feel the darkness. You got to feel all the crap that goes along with it, with the ascension process. And yeah, it kind of sucks, right? But we could take our perspective, we could shift that a little bit and say, you know what? This is the place I had to come to actually experience this. I can't experience this when I'm not in physical form. If I came in a physical form to experience the heaviness, well, now we're shedding the heaviness, and that doesn't feel so good, right? Because it manifests in all sorts of scary outside stuff. But the scary outside stuff is really the effect. The cause is all about the healing in here. So the fact that we're releasing this density by feeling it, it's being reflected. We get to experience that, right? We're creating the reality. So if the collective is in fear, we're going to experience more of a fearful type of a scenario in reality. And that's cool. That's great because, we're connected to unconditional love. We know the truth. And we know in order to move up through the 4D field so that we can get in the fifth dimensional field, new Earth, we have to experience all this stuff, right? So we kind of lead the way. We first do the shadow work inside, right? We do it in here. We clean our house, right? We declutter all of our stuck energy. We get it moving, right? And then we start to see the veil thin and we start to get in communication with our guides, and all the magic and all the awesomeness that you guys have experienced starts to become available for others. But you know what? They got to go through the hell first. So we, from our perspective, get to now observe the hell as others are going to start to really feel it. And that's where we get all this doomsday stuff, all this craziness, right? It's all about fear. Maybe you went through it a few years ago with the virus or some other situation, whatever it was for you. You went through that fear, you went through that hell. But now you know better. Why? Because you've trusted in yourself You have felt the unconditional love that you are, and you know that everything is playing out for the benefit of humanity and this ascension process, right? If you're a light worker, which you likely are, you're watching my videos, you feel like you've been through a washing machine, right? I know I have, constantly kicking around in a washing machine. You feel better, then you feel worse. Oh, I've got through that. I feel better again. Boop. Then you feel worse again, right? That's life. That's life as a light worker, life as a star seed, right? We got contact with our guides. We're amazingly tapped in, tied in. Oh, nope, everybody's gone now, right? Life as a light worker, right? Well, we've got all of these messages coming through, all of this knowing. The more we do the work, the more our DNA lights up, turns on, the more we remember who we truly are, right? The more we can shine the light into the collective here on the planet, help everybody start to heal. And we've done that. And that's kind of why things are going to start looking really crazy, right? Physically, Earth is moving up through the fourth dimensional field now. All of that heaviness, that fear has to be released. It doesn't exist in the fifth dimension. So enjoy the ride. We've got an amazing year coming up. Keep that perspective, keep that space. Know that we're going to experience these emotions. That's part of the releasing process. And it's okay. Just trust your journey. Stay connected to your light. Stay connected to your love. Broadcast it, make it available for those who need it, and do what you came here to do. Observe the show, observe the movie, have the experience, live in the present moment, take it all in, and enjoy the ride. If this video resonated with you, watch that one next. Thank you.